Hey everybody, it's Kika, your lifestyle blogger, and welcome to my bedroom design. So I have put the finishing touches on my bedroom. I have actually two more items left to complete this space, but I want to walk you through the steps that I took to complete this bedroom design. Inexpensively, but superbly. So anyway, let's just talk a little bit about what's behind me right here. So these are the actual curtains that I use. It's actually fabric that drapes over, above, and beyond. So this is what I use for my bedroom canopy. But to add a little bit of a finishing touch, and I was in keeping with the ambience of the space. That was what was very important to me. So I decided to add lights, and curtain lights is what I put on to complete the space. So there's a couple of things that you can do when you add curtain lights. Now is the time of year, if you are considering lights, to go and get lights. I actually purchased these at Walmart. So these ones are actually battery operated and timed. And the neat part is it doesn't necessarily have a switch that you can turn on and off. However, they stay on for about, I want to say, 4 hours, and then all of a sudden one of the batteries inside pops out and it turns the lights off. So each time when you want to create the ambient space, again, just using these, you have to open it up by clicking these two things, and you open it up and you have a set of 3 batteries here. And so the battery pops out like so. They're AA batteries, and then you just pop it back in when you want to enjoy the ambience. Now, the wonderful things about these lights is you get them in a steady stream, or they twinkle back and forth. They do all kind of different beautiful things, and I like it. So I put it on each side, of my canopy here. So I'm gonna just kind of walk over here a little bit. They're here as well. And so what's unique about these, a lot of times when I'm laying in bed and I'm just thinking and I like to look at the ambience of the lights, I noticed that these two are kind of off a little bit. These will be twinkling, these will be steady. But as the time goes by, they function in unison. And it's really cool and really unique for the space. And I love that a lot. Now, onto the headboard. So these lights are actually, they come in a pack. They're only $9.99, and they're called actually specifically curtain lights. And I'm going to show you the box right here. So the curtain lights are unique. They come in a long string, and then they have additional strings hanging throughout the middle. So they only work really in unison when you are trying to do like a focal wall. I wouldn't say it would work for a curtain unless you're having an entire curtain draping across the window and you want to hang lights on that. But it really works well for a focal wall. And that's what I achieved right here. So that is what's going on. Now, these are pretty unique because they change colors and they change settings. So they can twinkle and they can stay pretty steady. So these are very unique lights to use in the space, and they're in keeping with these as well. So sometimes I just turn all the lights on, as you see here, and dim the lights in the room or turn them off. And this is the ambience of the space, and I like that a lot. So keep watching. More video footage coming right up. All right, guys, so I am pointing to another area of my bedroom design space, and it's this dresser. So in previous pictures and videos, you probably seen this dresser, and it was white, more of a weathered white look. But as I started decorating this interior space, that white just did not go with the rest of this room. So I had to paint it. So I used the existing black paint that I had, which gave it a little bit of like a chalkboard finish, and I painted this dresser. Now, I kind of lost the middle drawer here. Actually, I do have it somewhere, but it was just a pain to put it back on. This is a drawer that I always opened and used consistently. So instead, I just hung a gray curtain here. Now, it's not up at its best at all. Actually, it could probably use a little bit of ironing, but it does the trick, and it's in keeping with everything else in the room. I'm going to tilt the camera a little bit more so that you can see what that looks like. All right. In addition to doing that, of course, you've seen the side tables that I was working on for my side of the room and for my boyfriend's side of the room. And with that side table, I had found some beautiful contact paper at Dollar Tree that's in keeping with the design of the house. And it was the flower black and white contact paper. So what I did is I had an extra stream of that paper left over, and I went ahead and I added it to the top part of this dresser. So that way, everything is in keeping with is the design of this actual dresser and the design of the side table. So everything works nice and cohesively. So I did that. In addition to kind of decorating this space, I went ahead and brought in some additional elements like a beautiful flower, some pictures. And now the pictures, my boyfriend and I have been traveling a lot lately and going to different cities and towns and really enjoying ourselves. So with that, I'd like to take a picture of every time that we go and enjoy ourselves. And then I'm going to add it to this dresser here. Instead of doing a whole wall mural, I think nice picture frame with a nice picture of our vacations will be perfect on this dresser. So that's what I've done. Now, I may rework this space later because, of course, this is a 32-inch TV, not nearly big enough for what we need. And where we have this positioned in the room, I have to kind of turn at an angle to see it. So I may change this out and actually get a bigger flat screen TV and mount it on the wall, which I think will work a lot better for our space. But then we will have this to put more pictures and more design here. So that's the dresser portion. Keep watching. We're going to move to the other side of the room so I can show you what else I've done. All right, guys, so here's the other side of my bedroom space, and this is actually the side of the room that I sleep on. So this beautiful table was actually next to the bed, but when I got the chair in the mail, it was larger than I thought, so I had to rework things. So this is my actual lounge chair, and I did order a beautiful teal pillow, flower pillow, that will go in place of this. But this is my neck pillow. I love to have this when I'm traveling. So anyway, just to give you a little idea, this is the lounge chair. And this is so comfy and cozy. I sit here. I do a lot of work from home, so I do that here. I read books, just different things like that. And then I'm ordering me a laptop computer because I'm going to get back into writing again. And this is where I will do that. So this is my beautiful Chase lounge, and I love it. This is the lamp that I ordered. Now this lamp, it came in a pair of two. So I have one on my side and one on my boyfriend's side. But let me tell you something about this lamp. When I travel back and forth to the hotels, I love the fact that a lot of their lamps have this charger plug on it. So this lamp actually comes with a charger plug and an additional plug-in that you can use. And then this is where you turn it on and off. But it's gray, and it matches perfectly with the headboard and this Chase chair. So I love this, and I thought this was perfect to bring into the space. So I added this, and it does have the black here at the bottom, which is in keeping of the ambience of the side table as well as the dresser. So we want all those colors to tie in. So that's what we did here with this lamp, kind of tied everything in. Now, this beautiful artwork that you see on the wall, it's the flower design. Black in keeping with everything else. And the flower that you see here is additionally going to play on the flower pillow that I ordered, the teal flower pillow that's actually going to go here. And that flower pillow, it's large, but it looks exactly like this flower, but it's teal. So that's going to go here. So that will make this space and this side of your room be very cohesive. Now, I'm a person that likes functionality. So it was very important to me when utilizing side tables is to get ones that can be more functional. Not just something for your lamp to sit on and other things on top, but where you can actually use the storage spaces underneath. And that is exactly what this side table provides. Now, my sister, and I know she's watching this video, she actually gave me this side table some time ago. This was something that she was going to throw away. I looked at that side table and I was like, I need that side table. And I've had it ever since. Now, it's been several colors since I've had it, but it's so functional and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to turn the camera just so you can see all of the different things that I use the side table for, because I really think that's important take a look at the pieces that you have in your house because you could reuse those in so many different ways. You would be surprised what a simple little bit of paint and contact paper can do for your space. So keep watching. All right, guys, so this is the side table. And I have a lot of junk on here, so please excuse it, but it's things that I like and I need. My headband, I always put this on when I'm running to work, cover my ears. I love that. I love warm ears, so I have that. My Bible, my books, my magazine. I am a fan of the Magnolia magazine, so I have that here. I have some other magazines and things here. These are just some extra things. I have a back scratcher, just some things. But the point in showing you this side table came with 1, 2, 3 shelves, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 places where I can store things. Thumbs up to this one. Okay, so now as we talk about storage, since we're on that topic, I love things to be functional. I really believe that in your space, to reduce the clutter, you have to have a functionality in your space. So I'm going to show you some functional things that are in my space that I am going to do. Okay, so what I'm sitting on here is a beautiful ottoman. Of course, it's gray in keeping with the rest of the room and the design theme that I have going. Also, the top part of it is tufted. And what I mean by tufted, it has these little things here. And that is in keeping with the design theme, as you can see from the headboard. Now, the headboard does have buttons. What you can do to kind of pizzazz this up, if you're interested in doing that, which I may be a little later, and I'll tell you why. This one doesn't have buttons. They just have the indentations, but you can add buttons. So that means I would need 2, 4, 6 buttons. And you can go to a wonderful place like Hobby Lobby and get those buttons. Now, I'm thinking of adding buttons because I want a little bit of glimmer glam on this ottoman. And the reason being is because of the lights that we just talked about. But in addition to that, I am getting a beautiful chandelier, which is really needed in this space because after I designed this entire space, I looked up. I thought it would work because the ceiling fan that I have in here is white and my ceiling is white. So I figured, hey, that'll be cohesive, it'll work. But as I continue to look around at the design and when the lights are off and the ambience in the space and then my eyes draw up to the ceiling, I'm just not feeling that ceiling fan that I have right here. So instead, I do need a ceiling fan because I love the way the air circulates in the room. So a ceiling fan is key. But I have a different plan. So the ceiling fan that I am going to order looks more like a chandelier. And it has the colors black, and then it has a little bit of, I want to say glistening color, just to kind of keep up the ambience of the lights. So it's very reflective. I really, really like it a lot. So anyway, I'm going to show you my chandelier that I am going to be putting into this space, and it's right here. And as you can see, the colors, it's going to go beautiful in the spot, in this space. And it's really going to work well with everything that I have in this space. So I am really, really, really excited about that. So as I round off the design of my room, of course, I got to lead everything into the bathroom. So I'll be doing some updating in there. Of course, you'll get another video. But as I round off the design of my room and I'm looking around at things that are functional and important, those are the things that I am doing and putting in the space. So let's just recap. We have the tufted design ottoman with storage. So there is storage inside. I use this space to store like my shoes. So instead of throwing them under the bed, I have them in this ottoman. And you can store lots of things. There's 2 sides to this ottoman. It's a lot of room. You can get a lot of things inside here. So that's really important. And don't forget, above my headboard here where I put those 2 baskets, I have in there remotes and just different things like that that are in there so that way I don't lose anything. I'm a person that can sit down and misplace my keys. And if you're anything like me, these things will do wonders for your space. You can go to Dollar Tree and get some gorgeous baskets. They have different colors, designs. Get a lot of baskets because you can throw things in there and then put those things under the bed. So instead of lifting up your bed and having papers and all kind of junk under there, put them neatly in a basket. I would rather have a bunch of baskets under my bed than paper everywhere. And believe me, it'll be a much more functional and peaceful and give you a peace of mind in your design space. Keep watching, more video footage coming up. All right, guys, what is this? A wardrobe cabinet that I got from my boyfriend. Now, he likes things around him. Clutter is just something that just is stuff that he just happens to do without even paying attention and knowing about it. I'm trying to keep the clutter away, and he adds clutter. So I got him this. We do have this walk-in closet, but you know, if you're sharing a room with a woman, or if you are a woman and you have your boyfriend, we know that we take over the entire closet space. So this is not a space that he can be in freely because my stuff is everywhere. Anyway, with that being said, I put a little hook on the door, but he hung a coat here. Actually, he was hanging mini coats here, and it broke, so I got to redo that because it's very handy to have a hook here so that he can come in and hang his coats. So hanging hooks on the back of doors is something that is absolutely a must in your space. If you have a problem with coats being laid over on chairs, beds, dressers, just kind of everywhere, you got to get the hooks. That's important. The other thing is something like this. Very simple and easy. I think it was like 20, 25 bucks. And I got gray so that it matches the rest of the room and it's not too intrusive in the space. But this is where he can store all of his things. It has zips, so you can zip it closed and keep it closed. It has a nice little part up top. It's really cloth, so it's not meant to hold anything too heavy. So I have to watch my boyfriend because he may put something up here pretty heavy. But, as he did. Anyway. For the most part, his hats. Where can we store the hats? So instead of having them just kind of hanging or thrown all over, this is a spot where he can put his hats. And that is the reason why I moved this picture up so we can have room for that. Because if I didn't move the picture up, as you're looking at this spot, your eye would immediately go to all of this clutter up here. So when you move a picture up over the space, this is like kind of non-existent. It's not even bad at all. So that is just a little interior design trick that I wanted to show you. Let's keep going. Okay, so if you're anything like me, ambience in the space is very important. Not only having the dim lights and the twinkle lights and kind of all of that, but a fireplace is key. Not all the time the house heat is very warm enough, so I do have little fireplaces in different spots where I put it on very low setting because this can get spendy with your electric bill. But anyway, this one happened to be at the cabin, so I decided to bring this home and reuse it because it was in the bunkhouse and no one's ever really used the bunkhouse. So I brought it home. This is so wonderful because it's in keeping with everything that I have done in this room. It's black, first of all, so that works. And the ambience of it is just so cute. It reminds me of an old, small wood stove, and I absolutely love that. The top part comes off, and then all of your adjustments and on and off switches are right there. But this house that I live in is a 1942 house, I believe. So this fireplace is perfect for the space, and it's in keeping with the design of the home. And that's what I'm trying to do. Bring in the design of the home, the architectural details, the flowers, the floral, without letting it be too grandmommy, but I wanted to be able to tie into that architectural details and features and really enhance the space. And that's what I've done here. Keep watching. In addition to the design, you can utilize Dollar Tree for the extras. And what I mean by the extras is I don't have any mirrors in my bedrooms. I really don't like it because when the clutter comes about, the mirrors just enhances that. So, but I do wanted to put something reflective in the space. Not too overpowering, but reflective so that it's tasteful. And this is what I came up with. So you can buy these at Dollar Tree. They actually have various different designs and shapes and different things like that. So make sure you're in keeping also with the shape and the different things that you want in your space. But I put 3 like this. This I also got from Dollar Tree, so I hung these here. And then I can put beautiful flowers, like a little flower pot on top of that. So they have these at Dollar Tree as well as these. And then there's a store called Five Below that also has some of these. They may be a little bit more sturdy and a little bigger, but these work just as fine. So Dollar Tree finds, make sure you have it for your space. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little bit of tutorial about my bedroom space. Now you're going to watch some video footage on how I put it all together. So keep watching, more video footage coming up. And then you can change the settings. So that's a twinkle setting. So now we got the ambience of this dresser. I am done. It was this down so that everything is as smooth as possible. Now keep in mind that this dresser they did do a weathered design on it when I first got it, but we don't want that. We want this just smooth look for our new roll of this, but we're going to use the rest of this. And remember I did it on my side tables? So this picture up a little more here. I had my hairnet on because I am working close to the ceiling. Cabinet is a little bit below me. Cabinet back, and you'll be able to